Hello everyone, greetings from Business Consulting. So today we are going to look after SAP Production Planning Master Data Tables for the Functional Consultant. So this is the second part of the video. The first part we have already been uploaded, in which you have seen how we are going to execute SE16 and transaction. So initially, production planning is combination of planning and manufacturing activity for products to meet the sales requirement. So the purpose of production planning is to plan for production of a right quantity of right material at right time to satisfy sales requirement and to optimize the capacity utilization. So production planning initially will look after the master data. So this video just contain the tables which are used to get all the information related to the master data. So basically production planning contain mostly 5 type of master data: material master, bill of material, work center, routing, production version. Also there is one type of data, production resource tools, which we used to say PRTs. So material master, initially it contains all the information about material like planning data, costing data, sales data, quality data. So it is just like a central object in SAP system. So all the information required to manage product and equipment is stored in the material master record, and each user department has its own view of material master. As I says, planning team have their MRP 1, 2, 3, 4 view, quality team have quality views, sales teams have sales data view, purchasing team have purchasing view. So all the information are stored in this material master data table. Now another master data is bill of material. So the bill of material contains list of component to produce the finished product. So you can see here a motorcycle is the finished product, and to produce this motorcycle we need powertrain and chassis, which also sub-contains its different component. Like to create chassis we need front wheel, rear wheel, frame, brake wheel. So a bill of material is a complete formally structured list of components of a product or assembly. It contains the description of each component, the quantity and the unit of measures. Now the third master data is work center. So all the machine, labor which are used in production we can term as work center. As you can see here, the group of people can be termed as work center. Machine can be termed as work center. The fourth most data is routing. So routing is this master data. It contains the operation which need to be performed, their sequence, and the various work center involved to manufacture an item. So it contains the operation data like process sheets. Now this is relationship between the master data, and these are the transaction codes which are used to create the master data. So material master we used to create via MM01, bill of material, by CS01, work center by CR01. We also term the work center as a resource in process industry, which has been created with the use of CRC1 transaction code. Recipe and routing, I have written something wrong here. Here it will come routing, which we used to create via CA01, and recipe, which are used in process industry, is used to create via CT01, C201. And the last data, production version, C223. We can also create it in Material Master. There is a view work scheduling. There itself there is a tab of production version. From there also you can create it. So generally Material Master have this many tables. It contains a lot of table, but these are the tables which functional consultant should know. So Material Master is distributed in following tables: MARA, which contain the general material data descriptions, MARC, MARD. So we'll look after each and every tables after few slides. So these are the tables which are used to get the information of Material Master. This is the table which are used to inherit it or find out the information related to the bill of material, STKO, STPO. Now you can see the work center is distributed in the following tables. So these are the tables. There are many tables which are stored, but these are the tables which we should know. These are the tables related to routing, and this is the table related to the production version. So earlier we have seen how we are going to execute SA69. So people who don't know how to execute SA69, how to fetch the data from the database, how to fetch the information from the table, how to delete information from the table, insert some other information, or update the table, you can just go to the previous lesson part 1 video and you can see it. So this is the screen, SAP screen. We need to write the transaction SA69 and we'll get this type of screen. Here you can see the table. So here we need to write the table name. So initially now we'll see the Material Master tables. So the first table which we have discussed, it was MARA, that is MARA. So MARA table, it is used to store the general material data information. So write MARA, write any material here, like I have written 510254 and execute it. So this material contain a lot of information, and this table will give information related to this material, and that is general information. So when I execute it, I used to get this type of information. So this is the material, when it was created, who created this, last change, what is the status, type of material, what is the unit. Again you can see the gross weight, net weight, volume. So all the information, division you can see. So all the general material data information you can see in MARA table. Now we come to the second table, MARC. It is used to store the plant data for material information. So again I will write MARC, I will write material, and I will execute it. So it will give all the information of this material on the plant data level. So here you can see this is the material, and now for 1000 plant, So for how many plant, if I maintain this material for 10 plants, it will give information like 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000. So if I maintain various 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000 plant, it will give the information on plant level. So this is the material, I only maintain it in the plant 1000, so it will give information at the plant level. Now the third table of material master is MARD. So MARD, it is used to store the storage location data. So this material will be stored at which location in the warehouse or in the inventory. So it gives that information. So this material for this plant, the storage location is S001. So here it will be stored. Unrestricted stock, quality inspection, restricted stock, block stock, each and everything it used to show. Another table is MBEW. So this table is used to store the material valuation information. So valuation, it means you will get here the standard price, moving average price. So all the data related to the pricing, related to the valuation of this material, you will get here. Another table is MAST. So MAST is used to store the material to bill of material linkage information. So this material contains wherever this material has been used, or in which bill of material this material has been used, you can get all the information by this. So here I can see this material, it's being used in the production BOM. This is the BOM number, and with this BOM number you can find all the component material of this. Another table is MARM. So MARM, it used to store the information related to the unit of measurement of the material. So this material contain different unit of measurement. If we'll execute it, you will see here the unit of measurement is kg, what is length, width, height, volume, gross weight, and if you maintain different unit of measure, you can get here. Another table is MAKT. So this is used to store the material description information. So I will get the description of this material. If I will execute it, I will see the description. Okay, this material, its term name is, I have named this material as test Ankit. So here whenever I will execute it, it will give the description of the material. Now another table which we are going to see is MAPL. It is used to store the assignment of task list to the material. So we'll come to that, what is the routing, how we are linking material to the routing. So for a general idea, you can see here, this is the material and this is the routing group. So you can get the information related to the assignment of the task list to the material. So this were the tables which we have seen for material master. Now we'll see the tables which are related to the bill of material. So basically I have written only two tables, STKO and STPO, which used to give the information of bill of material at header level and item level. So STKO is used to give the information of the material at the header level. So just write the table name STKO, right, choose anything, I have chosen here BOM category, that is material. There are different type of BOM. When I will execute it, I will see that this material type contain different bill of material, who created, when it was created, what is its base unit. Also I can see here what is item category. It is stock item, it is non-stock item, it is document, it is text item, what's the base quantity. So all the header information I can get it from STKO table. Another table is STPO. So STPO, it gives the data related to the BOM item. I don't have the screen, but at the header level, whatever data you need to find, you can find it via STKO. And if you want to find data at the item level, you can explore it through STPO. Now we'll see the tables which belongs to work center. So the first one is CRCA. So CRCA, this table is used to store work center capacity allocation information. So as you can see here, whenever I executed this CRCA, you can see the object ID, processing time, tear down time. So it used to store work center capacity allocation information. CRCO, this is the another table which is used to store the assignment of work center to the cost center. So this work center has been assigned to which cost center. So you can get each and every information: costing area, cost center, activity type, what is the formula used to calculate the costing for that activity type. Each and every information you can get it from CRCO related to the costing. Another table is CRHD. So this is used to store excuse me, this is used to store the work center header information. So as you can see here, all the data related to the work center, all the data header information, what is the work center, what is the plant, what is the category of this work center, what is the usage of this work center, what is the standard key which we have used. So all the header data information you can fetch it out with CRSD table. Another table is CRHH, which used to give hierarchy data. It's not of much use. Another table is KOKO. So KAKO, it used to give capacity header segment data. It used to store the capacity header segment data information. Another table you will look here is a KAKT. So it used to give the capacity description. So if this is the capacity ID, this is the language Denmark, English, and this is the capacity description which you will get. KAPA, it used to store the shift parameter for available capacity information. So again you can see capacity ID, day 1, shift 1, when it is going to start, what is the operation time, what is the finish time, what is the capacity, minimum capacity, maximum capacity. Another table is KAPE. So it used to measure the capacity data. So you can see the dimension is MASS, unit is hours. So it used to capture the capacity measuring data. Now another master data is routing. So the first table is PLKO. So it is used to store the task list header information. So this is the group, task list group, and this group contain most of the information. So this PLKO table will use to fetch all the header data. So who created, when created, what is the lot size, from lot size to lot size, what is the description. PLFL. So this table is used to store the task list sequence information. PLPO, it used to store the task list operation activity information. PLAS is used to store the task list selection of operation and activity information. PLKZ, it's same as PLKO, it is also used to store the task list header information. PLMZ, it is used to store the allocation of bill of material to the operation information. So whenever we are creating it, we need to assign the bill of material to the operation, and this PLMZ table used to give information related to the allocation of BOM to operation. Now the last master data is production version, and it contains one table, MKAL. So you can see this is the material, this is the plant, and this is the information related to the production version. So 45 material for this plant, it have one production version 001. So you can create production version according to the combination of bill of material and routing. So MKL table used to store the production version information of material. So this was all about the master data table. If you like our video, please press like button, subscribe it, comment, and if you need any help, if you want to give any suggestion, just mail us at businessconsulting007@gmail.com. Thank you so much.